Have you ever felt like you just don't belong anywhere? Like you're standing in a room full of people. Everyone is laughing, talking, enjoying themselves. But deep inside, you feel strangely disconnected. Almost like you're rewatching the world from the outside instead of actually being a part of it. Maybe you've had this feeling for years. Maybe you've even wondered if something is wrong with you. Why do other people seem so comfortable with life, while you constantly feel like you're different? If you've ever asked yourself that question, I want you to listen carefully to what I'm about to say, because the truth might surprise you. What if the reason you feel different isn't because something is wrong with you? What if it's because there's actually something deeper within you? You see, most people move through life on the surface. They wake up, go to work, talk about the same things, follow the same routines, and rarely stop to question the world around them. Life, for them, is something that simply happens. But some people experience life very differently. They notice things others ignore. They feel emotions more deeply. They ask questions that most people are too busy to even think about. And because of that, they often feel like outsiders. Not because they are broken, but because they see the world in a different way. Have you ever stayed awake late at night, thinking about things that most people never talk about? Questions like, what is the real purpose of life? Why do people hurt each other so wisely? Why do so many people pretend to be happy when they clearly aren't? And perhaps the biggest question of all, why do I feel like I don't quite fit into this world? If you've ever had thoughts like these, you're not alone. In fact, many of the most thoughtful, creative, and insightful people in history have felt the exact same way. Writers, artists, philosophers, inventors, many of them spent years feeling like they didn't belong. They felt misunderstood. They felt different. But eventually, many of them realized something powerful. Being different wasn't their weakness. It was their greatest strength. Because the people who think differently are the ones who change the world. They are the ones who see possibilities others miss. They are the ones who ask questions that lead to new ideas. And they are the ones who feel deeply enough to truly understand other people. Of course, this path isn't always easy. Feeling deeply can sometimes feel like carrying extra weight on your heart. You notice the sadness in people's voices. You see the loneliness behind their smiles. You feel the injustice in the world more strongly than others seem to. And sometimes, it's exhausting. Sometimes you wish you could just turn your mind off. You wish you could stop thinking so much. You wish you could simply enjoy things the way everyone else seems to. But the truth is, your mind was designed to live on the surface. It was meant to go deeper, and that depth is not a flaw. It's a gift. The ability to feel deeply means you can connect with people in a way that many others cannot. The ability to think deeply means you can see truths that others overlook. And the ability to question life means you're searching for something meaningful, something real. And the world needs people like that, because without them, nothing would ever change. Every great idea in history began with someone who felt different. Someone who looked at the world and thought, there must be another way. So if you sometimes feel like you don't quite belong, if you feel like you're walking through life a little differently than everyone else, don't see that as a problem. See it as a sign that your mind is searching for something deeper, a sign that your heart feels more than most. And maybe, just maybe, the reason you feel different from everyone else is not because